ventilated front seat, torque converter automatic, leatherette on the dashboard, AI voice assistant, 360-degree cameras, 7 seats, and all of this at a price that does not exceed 20 lakh rupees on road. This is the Citroen Aircross X, Citroen's latest attempt at bringing some interest back to its compact SUV, and it desperately needs that interest because Citroen is struggling to sell even 100 units of this SUV every month. But what has changed? What about it is X? I'm going to tell you in this first look video. My name is Amaan Ahmed and you're watching Car and Bike. In case you haven't done it already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we bring you a new video on a new motorcycle, a new car, or a new electric vehicle. Now, let's go. We're jumping straight inside the Aircross X, and that's because this is where you will find the biggest changes. The first and most obvious change is this all-new dashboard. This now has nothing in common with the older car's dash, and that you will remember had a lot in common with the C3 hatchback's dashboard. Citroen in recent times has tried to distance the Aircross from the C3 hatchback, first by dropping C3 from its name and now by completely replacing this dashboard. It's a two-layer dash and it looks much nicer than before thanks to the leatherette that's been added on the lower half. Even the top half feels a lot nicer to the touch with this texture over here. And what's breaking up the monotony are these gold accents that Citroen has added to add a little more of a premium look to this interior. What you will also notice is that this car continues with two displays. The one in front of me is a 7-inch digital instruments display, a TFT unit, and this is a 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system. It continues to be as slick as before, but Citroen claimed that this is a bezel-less screen, but there is still a pretty thick bezel around it. And I have to say that while the interior looks more premium, it doesn't necessarily feel as premium. There is quite a bit of play in this center console. Some of the switches don't quite feel solid to use, and the AC vents also feel somewhat flimsy. Also, this steering wheel has a cruise control button, but that's because we are seated in the automatic variant. This will not be available on the manual Aircross X, so if you're looking to buy that, remember that point. And as for the color scheme, the Max is the only one that gets this brown and black interior. You will not see this color scheme in the Plus variant that gets a grey and black interior combination. Some of the newer features in here include ventilated front seats, which are definitely a welcome touch, but these seats aren't powered, and you also get ambient lighting. Another highlight of the Aircross X is the Cara AI assistant, which will help you out with a lot of things. You can issue voice commands for vehicle functions and also request information from the car on a variety of topics in a number of languages. Cara, who is the greatest white ball cricketer of all time?
That's a popular debate among cricket fans. Many consider players like Sachin Tendulkar, who dominated one-day internationals, or MS Dhoni, known for his incredible finishing skills and captaincy in limited overs cricket, as some of the greatest. Others might say Virat Kohli, who's been a powerhouse in white ball formats. It really depends on personal preferences and eras.
But it will be present on the automatic Max variants. For now, you will not get it on the manual Max variants. This right now is a complimentary feature, and going forward, Citroen will charge you a yearly subscription fee for it. And if you were hoping for the Aircross X to have a sunroof, you will be disappointed because that's still missing from this SUV. But do you think it's a big miss? Let me know in the comments. The rear seat experience is practically unchanged. You still have 3 headrests at the back, but the middle one is fixed. I feel Citroen could have taken this opportunity to add an adjustable headrest here just to elevate the premium image that it wants to create with the Aircross X. And the important thing here is that now you can get the turbo-petrol variant only as a 7-seat option. So you have to get the third row of seats. That's not necessarily a bad thing because you do get the option of 2 extra seats. Those of course have a 50-50 split and you can take them out entirely if you need the luggage space. And since this is the 7-seat variant, you also get the roof-mounted blower unit with dedicated controls. Even though I feel Citroen should have taken this opportunity to take out the lower rear AC vents because these aren't needed in the 7-seat model, and quite honestly, they eat into knee space for the center passenger. Safety equipment remains the same as before, but there is one key addition, that is 360-degree cameras. You can only get this on the top of the line variant, and this is a mandatory option that you have to get from the dealer. So it's not something you can opt out of. That adds 25,000 rupees to the price. But remember that they've done it this way to be able to bring down the GST 360-degree cameras attract. If it were to come straight from the factory fitted with the 360-degree cameras, you would pay about 40% GST for that. But since it is fitted at dealer level, you pay only 18% GST. And speaking of safety, remember that the Aircross recently received 5 stars in BNCAP crash test. But remember that rating applies only to the 5-seat variant. So if you get the range-topping max variant, that rating does not apply. There's not a lot that has changed on the outside. This still looks exactly like the Aircross that has been on sale for the last 2 years. The only difference is that at the back you will see the Aircross X badge, and this is now available in a new green shade. This one isn't that shade, but we'll try and include an image of it in the video for you. And now we come to the price. The Aircross was always a value for money alternative in its segment, and it has become even more so with this update, because factoring in the GST 2.0 benefits and the price cut that Citroen has rolled out, the Aircross X is now actually more affordable than the previous Aircross despite having more features. The top end variant with the manual transmission on road will be around 15 lakh rupees in most locations, and the automatic variant will be around 16 to 16.5 lakh rupees, which for an SUV of this size with the kind of features it has is quite impressive. But what do you think of the Aircross X? Do you think this is a genuine alternative to the likes of the Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos and the Maruti Victoris? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if there are any features you wish Citroen would have added with this update. If you have any feedback for us or for Citroen, leave that in the comments too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you know somebody who would be interested in the Aircross X, then remember to share this video with them.